Hi, my name is Arjun Lakshmanan, and the topic for my theory video is visual perception in design and how it can be made better. We start with a white circle floating in the middle of the screen. According to the laws of gravity, we know that the direction of this circle's movement will be downwards. Let's see. People sometimes tend to follow a fixed form of thinking and fail to visualize anything out of the ordinary as their thoughts are confined to what they are taught in school. But what if we can aid them in and bring in change? Let's take a look at a common example of how the current situation is for people to view art and design. For this, let's head to a museum. The building is generally in the middle of the city, which increases the time to get there due to traffic. After you get there, the high entry fee makes you question if you want to enter. After entering, the crowds are so large that you barely get to see anything. And then you have situations like this with unappreciative idiots ruining beautiful works of art for selfish and self-centered reasons. But there are so many better and convenient ways to experience these pieces of art that are easy to adopt but are set aside because people lack the knowledge. Using technology in the form of AR and VR can help people visit anywhere they want within the confines of their own homes. All they need is to use their smartphones to experience these places remotely at their convenience with the help of AR. And if they are willing to spend a little extra, they can get themselves a VR headset to have a more immersive experience. You can not only view different spaces, but you can also create places that you want and create artwork as well as create your own designs within a virtual reality space. The possibilities of improving our perception of art and design with the help of technology is endless. Augmented reality and virtual reality can be combined with a physical space to create a mixed reality space where the virtual and physical experience can be enhanced even more. Lastly, I would like to speak about the Gestalt principles of perception. There are 7 in total I would like to speak about, namely the law of similarity, proximity, familiarity, symmetry, continuity, common fate, and closure. These 7 laws or principles are determined by the understanding of the human brain that creates meaning through the perception of the stimuli that surrounds us. The law of similarity states that the elements that share superficial characteristics tend to be organized together into groups. The law of proximity is the effect that the visual proximity of a number of objects has in terms of our perception of grouping them together. The law of familiarity is the unconscious or subconscious process that our brain uses to form mental representations that should have use or relevance to us. The law of symmetry states that our brain subconsciously focuses on the center point of elements that are recognized to be in a symmetrical arrangement so that it can extract the simplest forms of two equal halves. The law of continuity is the ability to perceive elements as a constant form in a particular direction, despite other possible bisecting, interlinking, or obstructing objects. The law of common fate is the tendency for the brain to group elements together that are perceived as moving in the same direction. And the law of closure is the perpetual bias through which we are able to create meaningful whole objects despite the limited visual information. Each of these principles are apparent in what we regard as good design. And by applying the Gestalt principles when working on your designs, you are helping your user to more readily process the visual stimulus that they receive. You are lowering their cognitive load by providing visual information in an easily digestible format and essentially providing a better user experience to them because of this. Thank you.